Hello and welcome to Mint's yearly roundup. We have Mint reporters with us who will take us through what happened in the equities market, the banking sector and the corporate sector. We have Ravindra Sonavane with us. So Ravindra, tell us what happened, what were the highlights in the equity markets this year and what's the way to look forward?
After the gap of 5 years, Sensex and Nifty had touched a new lifetime high as FIIs continued to invest in the country. The investors also hoping that BJP-led government will form a stable government. In this year, the FIIs invested about $20 billion in the country, making it second biggest after India has opened its door for these FIIs. The next year, the key things to watch out is general elections and its results.
Thanks, Ravindra. Looks like the equity markets really performed beyond what was expected, but eyes are in what will happen in 2014. Coming from equity, let's go to the banking sector, and we have Joel Rebello with us who will take us through the highlights. Joel, please take us through the highlights of the banking sector.
Hi, Madhura. 2013 for the banking sector was a continuation of what happened in 2012. We saw NPAs rising. The rise of NPAs has continued. Restructured loans rose on the back of slow economic growth, obviously. So we have seen 2013 economic growth has really slowed. I mean, it was a 5-year low at one point of time. There is some signs of revival. But the highlight for me in 2013 was the appointment of Raghuram Rajan as the RBI governor. He comes with pedigree, he comes with experience, and he comes with a lot of confidence from the market. The way he first took on the post, and he knew that this was what was expected of him. He came with a clear point of action. He implemented a part of it. Markets gave him a thumbs up, and now we are seeing that there is some revival. We have collected. They have shown, the Reserve Bank has shown that whenever they want, they can collect foreign exchange when needed. The rupee at one point, if you remember, in August was down in the dumps. Nobody had a clue of where it's going to go. It was like, the predictions were flying thick and fast. He's been successful in reining in the fall of the rupee, and he's got plans. So that is what is more encouraging from the banking point of view.
Thanks, Joel. This was the banking sector in a glimpse. Next, we have PR Sanjai with us, and we saw that the corporate sector witnessed a lot of developments in the past year. Sanjay will take us through the main developments. Sanjay, can you tell our readers what were the highlights in the corporate sector?
Thank you, Madhura. The year which has gone by was extremely, it seems extremely litigations. A lot of tax demands were there. For example, companies like Vodafone, IBM have received a lot of tax demand. IT departments slapped a lot of tax notices, which felt that after the matches started, they have changed the pitch. So that's what's one. And there was a lot of FDI was opened up, and where Jetaways got an investment from Etihad, and Tesco, trend is it's also shaping up. And it's also so this last year gone by, I saw that Tata Sons forging two different joint venture, with one with AirAsia and one with Singapore Airlines. And the going, as Ravindra Sonavane rightly pointed out, the next year is going to be based on the general elections, and many investors are hoping that there could be a stable government, be it BJP or be it Congress, whoever. There could be a stable government coming, and there could be a lot of clarity in various projects which is already held up, like infrastructure. At least 23 national highway projects have been held up for a premier resetting. So this year we'll see whether there will be a resetting of premium, or they will be tendered out afresh. Will come to know in 2014. Also, there could be a lot of privatization programs of airports, railways, where the railways will be allowed to pick up a stake. These are the key highlights, things we are going to witness over there. And I also see that we spoke to a lot of experts. They see a lot of consolidation will happen, a lot of high-profile mergers and acquisition will happen, like Cooper Apollo Tyre buyout has fallout. But we could see a lot of action in FDI space. Also in defense space, there are a lot more consolidation is set to happen in 2014.
Thank you, Sanjay. Seems like Indian economy had a rollercoaster ride in 2013. Please continue to keep an eye on www.livemint.com in the coming year, and wishing our readers a very happy and a prosperous new year.